The stench and the ashen rain are constant here. There are two sounds that dominate. The sound of dump trucks and of children coughing as they descend on the newly delivered rubbish like birds waiting for the clod to turn. More than 20,000 people live on and in the rubbish of Smoky Mountain. They are the face workers of modern poverty, and their lives are a metaphor for the condition of peoples in many countries whose impoverishment in the 1990s accelerates as the debt of poor nations grows and grows. The way these people have to live has much to do with decisions taken far from the poverty and the stench. They are the products of structural adjustment, a modern jargon term with old-fashioned meaning. It means an economy reshaped and controlled by outside forces so that foreign debt can be paid back and foreign investment and export production made attractive by cheap labor. So cheap that these people are forced to scavenge here. It's an economy whose unprofitable public services, like schools, hospitals, and clean running water, are expendable. How long have you lived here, Eddie?
Almost 13 years.
So you thought by coming to Manila you'd get work. That's what everybody in the countryside thought at that time. So you had to come to Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, so I decided to climb the Smoky Mountain because if I did not work every day, I did not eat.
This is Eddie's structurally adjusted neighborhood, which periodically gets bulldozed to make room for more rubbish. In order to eat and feed their family, Eddie and his wife Teresita must work at least 12 hours a day to make just over £2. This pays for 2 basic meals, mostly rice, for them and their 4 children. When Teresita was about to have baby Grace, Eddie paid for a midwife by selling wood that was to be the roof over their second room. Every child born on Smoky Mountain stands a good chance of not living to the age of 5.
Almost 30% of the children here. The problem is the diarrhea and pneumonia and malnutrition.
30% pneumonia and diarrhea and malnutrition. This is not surprising, as they live without clean water and sanitation, nor can they afford doctors and clinics, as social services are cut back and privatized.
If you have no money, sometimes the children will die. So that's...
So unless you can buy medicine,
Yeah,
it's quite
yeah.
possible that children will die.
We try to do our best.
That's a very, very difficult situation.
This is my house. My wife. This is my children, yeah. And the other two was outside.
Hello, what's his name?
She's Junior, Eduardo Junior.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
very nice.
he's the only boy.
All around here, the one thing that strikes me, there is very romantic music playing. Are you both romantic? The two of you? Are you romantic people?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because we have no almost 6 children if they are romantic.
Teresita, what happened when your last baby was born?
There was a really bad storm that night, and then we were here in the house, and then I was holding the baby and rocking her, and the storm was raging, and the other children were squashed here beside us, so the rain wouldn't get to them. You see, it gets flooded here. We've never had the money to fix the roof. It leaks all the time. I was worried that if they got wet, they'd get sick, like my other children who died. See, my eldest was 4 years old when he got sick. He got sick here in this house. I didn't know what to do. You see, living here in these filthy conditions, the smoke and everything, he got really bad diarrhea. Well, it killed him. That time, they were demolishing the houses here. Must have been 1982, yes, 82, when the demolitions happened. I had a row with the demolition men. I pleaded, please, wait until I buried my child before you demolish my house. Can you imagine? You have a dead boy in your house and they want to demolish it.
Elizabeth died from malnutrition because a worm get outside of her mouth.
She had worms
Yeah.
that came out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm. So they bring them to the hospital because on that time I'm in my work. So when I go to the hospital, I saw that my baby was dead already.
We did calculations to show how many children in the Philippines die because of the way the debt crisis has been managed. And we calculated how much the health budget had been cut. And on the basis of that, came up with a figure that one Filipino child dies every hour because of the increase in debt service payments.
Debt to most people seems to be a matter for the financial pages, for the banks and the governments. But in fact, debt has been, in the past decade, the largest new contributing factor to hunger and to misery.